Have you ever been talking about something with a friend, and then a few minutes later, an ad for that exact thing pops up on your phone? It feels a little spooky, right? Or maybe you've applied for a job and wondered if the recruiter would check out your old social media posts. These are all part of your digital footprint. Simply put, a digital footprint is the trail of data you leave behind whenever you use the internet. It includes everything from the websites you visit and the things you buy, to the photos you post and the comments you leave. It's like a digital shadow that follows you everywhere online. And it matters more than you might think. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the risks associated with your digital footprint. And, more importantly, I'll show you practical steps you can take to manage and protect your online identity. Let's get started. When we talk about our digital footprint, a lot of us think, I've got nothing to hide, so who cares? Or maybe we believe that hitting the delete button makes something disappear forever. These are really common misconceptions, and they're a big part of the problem. It's easy to underestimate just how much information we're leaving behind because we can't physically see it happening. Data collection is mostly invisible, quietly humming away in the background of our digital lives. But here's the thing. Every single click like search and share adds another piece to your permanent digital profile. Think about it. That political post you liked 5 years ago? It could be taken out of context by a future employer. Or what about that time you searched for symptoms of a specific medical condition? Suddenly, you might start seeing ads for health insurance plans that seem a little too specific. These aren't just random coincidences. They're the direct result of tiny actions, creating a data trail that follows you for years, influencing the opportunities and information you see. And that's why understanding this is so important. Stay tuned as we dive deeper. So, what are the real stakes when it comes to your digital footprint? Ignoring it can lead to some serious problems. Think about identity theft. A small piece of leaked information, like your date of birth or old address, can be enough for someone to open a credit card or take out a loan in your name. Then there are data leaks. Major companies get hacked, and suddenly your email, passwords, and even phone number are floating around on the dark web, available to the highest bidder. This information is then used for targeted scams. You might get a very convincing-looking email, a phishing attack, that uses personal details from a leak to trick you into giving away even more sensitive data. And the biggest risk? The internet never truly forgets. That embarrassing photo or angry comment you made years ago can resurface at the worst possible time, affecting your job prospects or personal relationships. It's a permanent record. That's why managing your digital footprint isn't just a good idea. It's essential for your long-term security and peace of mind. So, how exactly does this whole digital footprint thing work? Well, it's actually a tale of two footprints, one active, one passive. Let's break it down. First up is your active digital footprint. Think of this like leaving sticky notes all over the internet. Every time you post on social media, send an email, publish a blog, or even leave a review, you're consciously and actively leaving a piece of information about yourself. It's the stuff you choose to share, the digital trail you intentionally create. You write the note, you stick it up for others to see. Simple, right? But then there's the other side of the coin, your passive digital footprint. This one is a bit sneakier. Imagine you're a detective at a crime scene. You're not just looking for notes. You're looking for fingerprints, hair follicles, things left behind without the person even realizing it. That's your passive footprint. It's the data collected about you without direct, active input. How does this happen? Let's look at the culprits. Websites are a big one. When you visit a site, they often use something called cookies. These are tiny files stored on your computer that track your activity on that site, what you clicked on, how long you stayed, what you put in your shopping cart. It helps them remember you for next time. Next, we have apps on your phone. Ever downloaded an app, and it immediately asks for permission to access your contacts, your location, or your camera. That's how they collect data for your passive footprint. They need your permission, but how often do we just click accept without really reading? And there are the advertisers. They use trackers that follow you across different websites. Ever search for a new pair of shoes, and suddenly you see ads for those exact shoes on every site you visit? That's not magic. It's ad trackers building a profile of your interests. And finally, the platforms themselves, social media, search engines, you name it. When you sign up, you agree to their terms of service. Buried in that long document is often an agreement that lets them collect and analyze your data to personalize your experience and, of course, show you targeted ads. So, from the notes you post to the invisible fingerprints you leave behind, your digital footprint is constantly growing. It's a complex web, but understanding how it's formed is the first step to managing it. Let's talk about some real-world examples to see how your digital footprint can affect you. First, imagine a data breach. Sarah loves online shopping and signs up for a newsletter from a new boutique. A year later, that boutique's database is hacked. Sarah's name, email, address, and purchase history are stolen. Soon, she starts getting suspicious calls from people claiming to be from her bank, asking for her account details. The hackers used her leaked information to make their scam sound more convincing. Next, a phishing attack. Mark receives an email that looks exactly like it's from his bank. It says there's been suspicious activity on his account, and he needs to click a link to verify his identity immediately. Panicked, Mark clicks the link, enters his username and password on a fake login page, and just like that, the scammers have access to his real bank account. Then there's the classic leaked password scenario. Tom has been using the same simple password, Tommy123, for everything since high school, his email, social media, even his online banking. One of the smaller websites he used gets breached, and that password list is posted online. Hackers then use automated programs to try that same email and password combination on major sites, and suddenly, they're inside all of Tom's accounts. Finally, let's look at corporate tracking. Maria is planning a vacation to Italy. She searches for flights, hotels in Rome, and Italian phrases. Soon, her social media feeds are filled with ads for Italian cooking classes, luggage sales, and travel insurance. The websites she visited placed cookies on her browser, tracking her activity across the web. This data was then sold to advertisers who built a detailed profile of her, all to show her the most targeted ads possible. These stories show why being mindful of your digital footprint is so important. So, how can you protect yourself and manage your digital footprint? It's all about being proactive. Here's your action plan. First, let's talk about password hygiene. Stop using password 123 for everything. Strong, unique passwords are your first line of defense. Think of a long phrase that's memorable to you, but hard for others to guess, and use a different one for every single account. I know, that sounds impossible to remember, which is why a password manager is a game changer. It securely stores all your complex passwords, so you only need to remember one master password. This single step makes it incredibly difficult for a breach on one site to affect your other accounts. Next up, enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA, wherever you can. Think of it as a double lock on your digital door. Even if someone steals your password, they still need a second piece of information, usually a code sent to your phone, to get in. It's a simple, yet powerful, extra layer of security. Taking control of your digital footprint is one of the smartest things you can do for your long-term security. Then, make it a habit to regularly review your privacy settings. Go through your social media accounts, apps, and even your phone settings. Who can see your posts? What data are you sharing with apps you downloaded months ago? Be ruthless. If an app doesn't need your location to function, turn it off. This limits how much of your personal life is exposed to the public and to data collecting companies. This brings us to data minimization. It's a simple principle. Only share what is absolutely necessary. When signing up for a new service, ask yourself if they really need your phone number or exact birth date. The less information you put out there, the less there is to be compromised. Don't forget your devices themselves. Keep your phone, laptop, and all your software updated. Those updates often contain crucial security patches that protect you from the latest threats. And yes, a good antivirus program is still essential for catching malicious software before it can do harm. Finally, practice safe browsing habits. Use a VPN, a virtual private network, especially on public Wi-Fi. It encrypts your internet connection, making it unreadable to snoops. Be mindful of cookies, clear them regularly to prevent trackers from following you across the web. And learn to recognize phishing attempts. If an email or text looks suspicious, don't click that link. By taking these steps, you can take control of your digital identity. And that's a wrap on understanding your digital footprint. We've covered what it is, the risks like data breaches and scams, and most importantly, how to protect yourself. Remember, strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and checking your privacy settings aren't just one-time fixes. They're ongoing habits for your digital safety. Taking control of your digital footprint is one of the smartest things you can do for your long-term security. Ready for the next step? Don't miss out on my next video where we'll dive into the most common online privacy mistakes people make every day. Click the video on your screen now, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.